The old kingdom had fallen. For over a century, Egypt lay in chaos. Kings came and went, but none could unite the two lands. Then, from the city of Thebes, a man rose. A warrior, a visionary, a god reborn. His name, Mentuhotep II. He reunited Egypt in 2055 BC, beginning the Middle Kingdom, a new age of power, art, and divine order restored. The pharaohs of the Middle Kingdom ruled not through fear, but wisdom. They built canals, temples, and trade routes that carried Egypt's wealth from Nubia to the Mediterranean. Pharaohs like Senuseret III brought discipline and structure. He reshaped government, expanded Egypt's borders, and became the symbol of a just ruler, the shepherd of his people. The Middle Kingdom also deepened Egypt's belief in eternity. For the first time, even common people dreamed of an afterlife. Texts written on coffins told of journeys through the underworld, guided by Osiris, Lord of the Dead. The king was no longer the only one promised eternal life. Now every soul sought the same divine rebirth. But the peace of the Middle Kingdom would not last. From across the desert came new invaders, the Hyksos, foreign kings from the north. With bronze weapons and fast war chariots, the Hyksos conquered Lower Egypt and ruled from their city, Avaris.
For nearly a century, Egypt was divided again. Native rulers in Thebes, foreign pharaohs in the north. But Thebes would not remain silent. A dynasty of warriors, Sekenenri Tau, Kamos, and his brother Amos I vowed to drive out the invaders. Blood stained the sands of the delta. Cities fell one by one, until at last Amos marched into Avaris victorious. Egypt was free once more. The Hyksos were gone, and a new empire would rise. Amos founded the 18th dynasty, ushering in Egypt's greatest era, the age of empire, of builders, of golden gods. From this rebirth would come legends: Hatshepsut, Thutmose, Akhenaten, Tutankhamun, Ramses, and Cleopatra. Their stories would echo for eternity. In a world ruled by men, one woman defied history. Her name, Hatshepsut. She declared herself pharaoh, co-ruler of Egypt, and built a temple so magnificent it seemed carved by the gods, Dir el-Bahri. Hatshepsut ruled for 22 years of peace and prosperity, proving that power knows no gender. But history, written by her successors, would try to erase her name. After Hatshepsut came her stepson, Thutmose III, a genius of war, the Napoleon of ancient Egypt. He led 17 campaigns, conquering lands from Syria to Nubia, and filling Thebes with treasures of empire. Under Thutmose, Egypt stood unmatched, the richest, most powerful kingdom on earth.
But one pharaoh would break tradition and shake Egypt to its core: Akhenaten, the heretic king. He abandoned the old gods and declared only one, Aten, the living sun. Temples of Amun were closed, priests silenced, Thebes abandoned. For 17 years, Akhenaten ruled in the light of his one god. But when he died, Egypt turned against him, erasing his name, his city, and his faith. After the chaos of Akhenaten came a child, Tutankhamun, the boy king. He restored the temples, rebuilt the faith, and brought peace. But his life was brief. He died at just 19. For centuries, his name faded from history.
until 1922, when his tomb was discovered, untouched, dazzling, eternal.
Then came Ramses II the Great, warrior, builder, and god-king of the New Kingdom. He ruled for 66 years, built temples at Abu Simbel, cities of stone, and statues taller than mountains. Ramses declared himself a living god, ensuring his memory would outlast time itself. Even today, his face looks back from the sands, proud and eternal. 1,000 years later, the light of Egypt began to fade. Foreign empires rose, Persians, Greeks, Romans. But one last queen would fight to keep Egypt's glory alive, Cleopatra VII. Beautiful, brilliant, and fierce, she ruled as goddess and strategist. Her love with Julius Caesar and alliance with Mark Antony became legend. But when Rome invaded, her dynasty fell with her final breath. For 3,000 years, Egypt's kings ruled by the will of the gods. They built monuments so vast that even time bows before them. Their empires fell, their tombs were buried, but their names, Narmer, Khufu, Hatshepsut, Ramses, Cleopatra, live forever in stone and in story. They were more than kings. They were gods of the Nile. They were the kings of Egypt.